self-heal. I definitely wanted to see a different DPS pick there for the least expected. But I guess we're going to have to see how that actually pilots. Maybe they have a different thing that they're going to be cooking up. All right, while players work their way out. That's a double conduit gem. Now, I would have thought, hear me out, Monkey Business has 2 DPS. This would have allowed LaFlay to build alternate timeline and a breastplate into a double fizz. I would have liked to see her more bruiser, utility S than a double full damage. Especially like with the tanks getting that second, maybe third item online. It's only going to be really punished right away. But let's see how they actually execution turns into something totally different. We can sit here and talk about it and see how the players actually do. Relics, I'm a little taken back by instead of that heavily horrific we've come to know, it's a shell meditation, so it's some definite changes already for both these teams. Least expected are really going to struggle to match anything near this clear. Monkey Business able to easily secure purple buff, so Beck was able to pluck the Jing Chen post second jump. Are they able to kill, and they do. First blood going to Monkey Business. That is really good by the Sobek, making sure that both those jumps are down, pulling them back in, and dropping the horrific to punish that immobility once that is done. Monkey Business with this traditional comp already putting in the work. I definitely think it's one of those things where they needed, as least expected, to draft something to match or at least keep up with some of this clear. That the Monkey Business with the double DPS are going to be steamrolling through the map until the least expected get to mid to late game. It's going to be a rough uphill battle. You talk about second item spikes already. Only one second item spike here. So red buff fight already heavily favoring Monkey Business leading into this. Pluck a little off. Red spawned in. Johnson dropping as well. So red goes to Monkey Business. That's both neutral buffs and first blood. A little bit of a lead occurring for this double DPS traditional comp. I'm a little concerned too how you build being at what it is. You're going to go Griffin. I'm assuming it's going to be an Aussie, if not a Gauntlet. When this Sobek's plucking in, there's not going to be a ton to really punish him for a while, so the Sobek can continue to be a little aggressive. Just trying to set up his team. Forces the Hoi in. Gets the jump. Do they have the damage? Post jump to kill. All 3 ticks of Lefay alt. Not connecting. Jing Chen just a little mistimed for the alt. But Sobek should go down in a return kill. Picked up here for least expected. An execution not quite there. Marty utilizing that little bit of grass. Now right here you see that little corner. You don't think it is something he could hide in, but he's able to hide in that. Getting the Monkey Business to step up, not knowing he's there, turns it into a quick little pick. He's doing it again. I love this utility. Marty's going to be able to present that. Same with Sobek being able to hide in that. Get a nice little pluck. possibly a large advantage here for Monkey Business. Purple already picked up. This is actually already 1,000 gold lead here for Monkey Business underway. It's interesting. LaFay backed. I doubt you want to take this fight. That's going to look to be a 2v3. Item spikes. There's the breastplate we talked about. This LaFay, knowing that Marty's going to be the one who's full damage, he's able to drop a breastplate. So having 40% cooldown right away, a little bit Bruiser-esque, able to get a little more aggressive with this build once that is online. 2 members of least expected. We're trying to back. Only one gets it off. That should signal red going over to Monkey Business for free. Chester's by the lights in the skies already spawned. This lead in farm heavily favoring Monkey Business right now. Slowly building. So back. Gotta be a little careful. He went for Chester. All 3 members are here. Is that gonna be punished? The Hou Yi, though, is all alone. But does the Sobek have enough damage? He is. You're happy to take that trade. You get the Hou Yi and Nike all and trade life. Considering the situation, while Marty's able to steal the blue, you're gonna take that. Considering that was a true 2v3. Lead slowly continuing to build. Smarty is level 10. Both DPSs. So we have a level and a half lead on both of the traditional comp for Monkey Business. So gilded into Ozzy, and I wasn't even following the Hou Yi, and yet another pick onto this Nike. Just plenty of damage, and Chen should be able to jump out of that. Damage just a little too much. These tanks don't have that survivability. She has Cloak, but nowhere near beginning to have that stacked. She's going to get extremely punished. Turn into a little bit of a steamroll. So red, not yet up, but purple being walked at here by both DPS. So back just hovering. Not quite yet level 12s, but there's the 40% cooldown we talked about with breastplate online for this LaFay. Interesting, we don't elect to finish the Transcendence here for Marty, but gets the T1 for the 10% cooldown. So going straight in for 30. Red spawn, Sobek wrapping LaFay at minis. They're a little disconnected. I don't think it's really going to matter, considering there's not going to be any really punish potential here by least expected. Sobek looks like he's going into a mid-guard second item. Good jump by the Hou Yi. Wave is just pushing in, but the Hou Yi's forced to back. Red's up. I don't know if you ever stepped in to get a little poke here, considering Nike and Jin Chen have their ults up. Kind of just give up your own blue and red. All of the farm on this map, outside of a speed buff for the least expected, being stripped away by Monkey Business. It's crazy how you just pathed in. He's a little chunked. actually elects, instead of this Ozzy, to go XE right away. So not going to have any sustain really to his name. Xing Chen forces the Marty all. It's what we need to see. Some activity to make this Marty feel uncomfortable, knowing the Marty's the one that's full damage. Midgard already online for this Sobek. I guess Houyi's gonna hate every bit of that. There is not a lot of punish here. The Sobek's able to pluck in, walk around, say hello, jump up and down, and still not really get punished for that at all, considering the state of current builds. Yes, we have the Executioner, but it was responded with the Midgard. Movement and attack speed are going to be punished. I love that usage of the grass, a little corner that actually they can hide in. So that Sobek is invisible to the least expected with that. Marty's going to be pathing straight into Bull. He actually goes Fail Not versus finishing this item and have the 40% cooldown. Sobek was able to hide in the grass. He's going to be able to walk up, force Houyi to jump away. That should result in Bull. Good pluck by the Sobek. Bull goes down. Sobek just walking with them. That Midgard slow plus the horrific. It works more than well enough. They have a wave here. Nike's looking to jump over. You got to be real careful. It's a nice double knockup by the Nike, but do they have the damage to force a kill on this Marty? Marty does have ultimate. Forced out by Houyi, but Nike Xing Chen are waiting. Are they able to find that kill? Forces bees. The roar just missing. Do they have the damage after? They do. The Nike ult secures that LaFay was looking for that Houyi. Houyi getting poked out. Does that 3 actually finish that kill? Sobek trying everything in his power to buy some separation for this LaFay. So they did get Bull. Unfortunately, unable to find that T1 tower kill. The archers are still chunking this down a little bit. Sobek is here trying to pull red. It's a Polynomicon here for this LaFay. I'm a little surprised by that. Both these tanks are chunked out. Marty's not here yet, pathing in, but LaFay was looking for a nice little wrap. Does she have the damage to really result in it? It's unfortunate. These plucks aren't quite connecting. Archers are here. The tanks are on their way. I don't know if he's going to get really any massive tower damage. Oh, he drops all. Nike blinks in. Marty does have all with that 40% cooldown. A little bit of a pause here. I'm a little actually surprised. Instead of going this Transcendence for Marty's second item, normally I would have thought it'd be like a Jotun's Transcendence, Fail Not, 40% cooldown, building it up. He goes a Heartseeker, and that is an expensive item. The game is paused currently. They're taking just a quick second. Raspy Robinson, it looks like he's resetting. Only 14 cloak stacks for this Nike. A double blink for both the frontliners are the least expected to try to get onto this Marty. And Sobek doesn't yet have a second relic. I'm assuming That's gonna be a blink, potentially. Either that or Sunder for this Nike. Actually wouldn't be half bad for heavily, because either neither of his DPS have dashes to deal with the slows. Plenty of options there for that second relic. Already getting some decent poke. In return with that ultimate onto the Nike. They did force ult for ult, so I think you're happy with that. We good? You can't move out of base? Interesting. Alright, fair enough. Appreciate the heads up. Yeah, I mean, Smite 1. Listen, at the end of the day, Hi-Rez is putting all their focus, all their attention and energy into Smite 2, so it comes sooner for all of us, so I understand. Unfortunate thing we're finding is obviously some more hackers, bugs, and issues within Smite 1, but hopefully it just means we're going to see it much sooner. Pookie, hey girl, how are you? Apologize for the pauses here, guys. I'm going to pull up. He's loading in. He's back. Aw, you've had headache. I'm sorry. So before tonight, this is the current... Oh, it's on pausing. I apologize. Hold on. Guess we'll pull it up after. I was going to show current league standings. You planning on doing your taxes? That's fair enough. I'd get a headache off that too. Go on. Dog scratching at the door. Hey Cody, how are you, sir? Welcome, welcome everybody. We have 3 sets to watch tonight. One's getting rescheduled for early next week due to some family issues. So plenty of Smite to watch yet again. This set is live. First game of the set. Well, that's actually notable. Sobek unfortunately catching a minion there, but we're going in a crit on this Ho Yi. It's a little interesting. Leflay is looking to proc that Polynomicon. She's stepping in, just slowly poking that down. Can we punish that mistake? Fortunately, just not enough. Sobek able to get away with it. Marty's actually looking for potential wrap. This is interesting considering he's the one who's full damage. He's able to get a nice little blink on the Ho Yi. Should result in a kill and does. Do they have enough damage to find the second? Jing Chen gets the beads off the Marty. T1's going to go down. Nike ulting the Sobek to survive herself. That actually should result in a bird. They only have a couple archers, so Sobek might have to tank this. Jing Chen, a really good blink. Does he have the damage without dying? Sobek gets the pluck. Results in a kill, but a possible double. Oh, I would have liked to actually see this Nike full send that Sobek there. That could have been a double kill there. So unfortunately, looked to clear the wave instead of killing the Sobek. You gotta be careful. Sobek's gonna let you pluck it under. How we doing? Welcome, welcome everybody. Red buff is pulled by Marty. Marty doesn't yet quite have ult. He's able to secure the red buff though. It's almost a 3K gold lead here for Monkey Business. The level disparity between these DPS players what I would think a 3.5, almost 4 level lead between Marty and Ho Yi. A little bit of issue with going crit here is the price point, right? Crit is just so expensive. Yes, there are 2 bruisers, almost I guess 3 bruisers if you're looking at it. But getting that itemization online, considering we're at such a level disparity and gold disparity, is going to be so difficult. Sobek able to make sure he secures his own Chester. Marty by himself a little here. Sobek's looking for that block. They're just trying to get some poke in preparation for this bull. He actually jumped in. I don't mind that by the Jing, but you don't have your jumps because that cooldown went down. Sobek might actually get that kill, and he does. Able to pick up the Jing Shen. Definitely a result of having Conduit and going into yet another damage item, getting that 40% cooldown. I keep trying to path in. You gotta be real careful. Like, he does have ult, but Hoi doesn't have ult to help. Monkey Business able to easily secure, goes down to the burst. That is yet another kill. Deaths are being staggered. It should result on a bird very easily. Marty's going for a wave. He just forced to walk away. Not much he can do. Jing spawning now. Titan is pulled here for Monkey Business, trying to get as much damage as they can. Hoi beads are forced by the Sobek, tanking up the Titan. However, Marty beats forced by the Jing Channel, heavily popped. This should be that end call that they've been looking for. Sobek and all to try to make that finish and do. Monkey Business taking home a convincing 1-0 to start the set. Like I said, I wouldn't have, looking at that composition, when you start talking about a double, or traditional comp, a double DPS, it just has to be played a little differently. Unfortunately, not able to take home that dub. This late, but I did pay it outright. Alright, who will win? Team 1. Boom. 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 There we go. Alright. Your prediction is up. It's got 2 minutes. Who do you think is going to win? This game is live. Put your money where your mouth is. In this situation, viewer points where your mouth is. Who is who? Monkey Business, Hydrogen Face, Fried Hope versus the least expected, which is Peasy Weezy, Raspy Robinson, and Night Canter. Monkey Business is going to be your order side right here. And then at least expected is going to be Chaos. Okay, he's actually going to be spinning in circles on me. I'm not. Maybe just go like this, right? Okay, so he's required. Danzibro is required to go full damage. Scylla is going to be as well. Double blink here. Again, yet another 30 seconds on that pull. Keep in mind, you guys have to vote on both sides. If it's just one way and there's only 200 points on one side, there's not going to be much to split up, kind of how the poll actually works. Nobody voting for the least expected. Wave clear already full set. And a purple buff completely uncontested. Monkey Business building up some pressure already and feeling confident enough to already look at this fight. And Got a full send on this Achilles. Feeling confident enough to jump in. Take a quick peek. I should have checked that originally. I wanted to see if she leveled 2 levels under 2. Neither team. I'm trying to think out, like, play in my head this late game composition. This dive for this Camazotz is gonna be so rough for the Scylla to deal with. They're already level 5. No way the Danzaro gets that aggressive, right? Surely that's not him. Oh, he actually went for the backside. Didn't know which one he was. I love this play. Danza ulted aggressively is absolutely wild, and are they able to get away with it? That is a 2-minute dive without even a full item to their name. Absolutely insane. I think this is him going through the tower? Surely not, right? It is! I don't... I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't... I was hoping that wasn't him going through the tower, but yeah, it was. Alright, Scylla hitting that reset. Able to find a ton of damage. Alright. There is sign of life. A nice double pick here from the least expected. The coordination, I will not forget. I'm never going to forget about that dive. A little bit. The kahunas there. I actually love this, by the way. And now I at least know how to do this for everybody. I think I can actually type this. This is good to know. So I don't have to deal with those questions anymore. I'm looking at full first items. It's Jotuns for this Danzaburo Camazotz. Scylla backed up. Already has his Chronos Pennant online. Sanity, appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome to the BBC. Big Blondie crew. Get your mind out of the gutter. Purple spawning shortly. Should be uncontested. I mean, was contested, excuse me, but easily secured. Danzaburo looking right here. I wonder what this is going to look like. Johnson spawning in now. Obviously, you get to see a cheeky dive sub 2 minutes, but what is it going to look like late game from the least expected? Getting some possibly big resets from the Scylla once we hit that level 12. But equally as dangerous is this Camazotz, who's almost full damage short of this axe for a starter. That is a conduit gem Charon. They are looking for this fight. Camazotz gets a big blink onto the Scylla. Forces the dash away. Charon alt. Is the damage. There it is with this double dive. Charon Camazotz able to easily secure a kill onto the Scylla. The hard part when you start talking about this draft as a Scylla, playing into it, it has to be so kite heavy. You're the only DPS playing it oh so slow. Because as soon as that dash is down into Charon alt Camazotz, it's going to be a rough night. No, I did not just say night because it's Night Canter on it. Blue looking to be invaded. Camazotz wrapping. That's Scylla dash down. Hey, Charles is right here. Look what I did. I'm gonna keep pointing up to that. Definitely need... Just keeping an eye on second item here for Scylla. I'm wondering if that's gonna be... I would hope it'd be a Divine. I wouldn't be upset if you immediately went for a Spirit Deso for 30% cooldown, but some kind of anti-heal needed yesterday for this team. Charon's actually rapping. Hold on. Oh, Danzor ulted in. Wait, what? They are playing balls to the wall with these dives on the Scylla. The Charon ult followed by the Danzaburo ult. She had to dash backwards and they immediately sent it. The Scylla isn't being given room to breathe. Purple and almost a 2K lead now underway here for Monkey Business. Really starting to build this pressure, trying to take a convincing 2-0 win. Yeah, the Scylla just not going to be given a ton. You have to hit this level 12. You have to get that second relic online for that ult. Or the Aegis, excuse me, into this burst damage of Charon Danzaburo ult. They are playing that aggressive, so recognizing that. Gonna need a lot more than just peel or body blocks to deal with this kind of dive. There's the level 12 for Danzaburo, a level and a half up. Camazotz, it might be more than enough damage. The Charon actually dashes inwards. Is he able to find the damage? Scylla getting the root, but it's completely irrelevant when they have that much damage to follow up. Camazotz has all. He thought about it. He definitely thought about going after that. Danzaburo is on T1. This is Danzaburo right in the face. Didn't know that was him. Unfortunately, not catching which one he is. This Danzaburo has been aggressive with his 3 this entire time. Almost a little cheeky, but considering how aggressive we have been, we're not playing it conscious that he's going to continue to do it. Here he comes with it again. This is him aggressively looking for this pick. Immediately blown up. Yet another pick. 2 down. Should easily result in T1, but I'm wondering, are they able to pick the bird? Danzaburo's looking for an ult. He is in this rocket. A D-transform. Scylla's here. Clears the archers. Scylla goes in. Ult is able to absolutely eviscerate the Camazotz. Heavily used. You got to be real careful. Should be him going on the other side. Able to walk away. They don't secure the bird. No way he's getting aggressive, right? This is awkward. His 3's down. This has got to be a kill. Scylla actually with a big blink. Do they have the damage Aegis is used? Are they able to find the kill? Punishing his in... Oh, they know he's here. Really good by this Scylla. Already finds Blink. Gets second relic. Instead of going Aegis, says, I'm going to be the aggressor. Hits that level 12 and finds a big pick on the ADC. There is 30 seconds... Now almost 20 for this Danzaburo. They decide to make sure that they secure their red. I wonder if they're going to actually position to try to get some damage on this tower. Is that a bobble? I'm seeing this right? We're going 50% cooldown on a Danzaburo? We are doing that. We're both seeing it at the same time, Nico. Alright. We are cooking, and I can't knock it because they're getting away with it. Definitely seeing a little spice. So for those that don't know what Bobble does, because you don't see it often, getting that 50% cooldown for this Danza Burrow. He is chefing it up currently. Definitely feeling himself a little bit. Danza Burrow pulling bull, and no one from the least expected anywhere near contesting this should easily go down. You guys could have told me I wasn't. Hey, Blondie, you're gonna see a bobble tonight. I'll be honest, I probably would have told you I'm probably not gonna see that, and you're lying to me. But spectating enough games, I guess they're gonna see a little bit of everything. Danza Burrow's actually looking to wrap here. The Scylla's watching it. Doesn't quite yet have Blink. Danza's ulting. Here comes that wrap in Rocket. Good dash by the Scylla. Danza reclapses backwards for the Danza Burrow. Now getting taunted. Charon ults across. Are they able to secure this tower? Achilles solo frontlining at the current moment. Fafnir getting beads off of the Camazotz. Now the sole focus of Monkey Business. Are they able to find this pick onto this Fafnir? He's able to walk away. Scylla now getting poked down by the Danza Burrow. Finds a nice root. But Bird does go down in that exchange. Monkey Business able to get their gold, get the bird, and walk away. Least expected. Definitely chatting about how they're actually going to find a way back into this. $3K lead. That's crazy. It's gonna be the 50% cooldown here. I wonder if they're actually gonna position to go for the kill. Look at the ward coverage. Can we talk about this? I have not seen this. A complete barrier of wards. Ward, ward, ward. That is 4 wards all right here. 4 least expected. They want to know where this Danza Burrow is 3ing from and when he's coming in. And a triple blink, might I add, from them. They're on the back foot, and they're the ones saying, hey, we're going to find a re-engage here with these blinks. Danza goes into 3. This Danza 3 is putting in work. Danza goes into ult, but he is on ward, so they know he's got to be coming. Still dashing back. Forces. That's 2 ults for 1 currently. Faf ult used. Achilles is forced to ult defensively. The Kama doing a substantial amount of damage. It should be the call for a Titan that is over half health already. Do they have enough to look for that end? Camazotz forced to back up. Danza Burrow trying to find any kind of damage. Does least expected find a pick. Danza 3'd in. He's going to have Aegis up. So does he actually find that pick onto Achilles? Nice Scylla crush. Fafnir jumps in looking for that Camazotz. Another back. But unfortunately, the damage, shielding, and healing from the Camazotz Charon able to find a pick on the Fafnir. This should result in the GG. Danza Burrow with that 50% cooldown, ulting in. But Danza taking the one-on-one. The Scylla finds it under Titan and a full deicide. Monkey Business taking it home with Bobble. Oh my god. Listen, I've talked about... I've seen a lot from Joust. But a sub 2-minute dive with this Kama Danza Charon ult is wild. That one will be talked about for a little while. Finding value is absolutely insane. And a GG, a 2-0 in that set. Absolutely crazy. Daylight, appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome. Listen, I'm not saying it's inherently like it's